Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Does not lose in the Binding of Isaac whilst on quarantine. It's never happened and never will happen. You will never see a day where it takes place. Although Hemolacria, a little spooky here. That's a spooky one right off the bat. I'm just gonna level with you. Considering, oh my lanta, dude. Considering we got 5 books, these are not the 5 books I would be most excited to see. I'm trying to think of how we would actually like to approach this. And if I'm being honest with you, I think we might like to actually go like Necronomicon strats. Anyway, here's our seed. 1Z9L PQFE. I am happy to get Bookworm right off the cut, but I mean, especially with Hemolacria making our stats, like, just to be honest with you, kind of not understandable. Like, I have no idea what... Oh, really? That one hurt. That's okay, though. I have no idea how to conceptualize a 34 rate of fire when you have Hemolacria. It seems fine. It seems pretty adequate from the start of the game here, but... Man, there is nothing more frustrating with Hemolacria than, like, the shot lands and doesn't kill the enemy. Even though your damage stat... Like the enemy that's closest to Hemolacria doesn't take the most damage, right? I wonder if this is like an aim-to-miss situation. I don't know. Maybe we should not worry about it so hard and just... How about less talk, more play, forehead? If you just shoot your shot, you're probably going to be okay. That's one way to look at it. The other thing I'm thinking, like, I mean, you could probably make a little case for Book of Shadows, or not Book of Shadows, which would be amazing, but Book of Secrets. Honestly, this might rub you the wrong way. We have 0 keys. I'm not taking that guy. If you want me to take an item like that, here's a thought. Make it not horrible, and then I'll consider it. I'm sorry. Don't even get... There's a very, very small subset of items in the game that I will be so blunt about. If I say an item is pure garbage, like Hemolacria, divisive, not pure garbage. And let's just take this one down. I'm ready. We don't need the books. Give me a better book. Yo, HP was so tight. Alright, I'm very glad we got that Spirit Heart in the end, then. But Key Beggar... That's one I'm gonna have to hit you with the fattest bruh button in history. So we are trying to double dip a little bit on this one. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say we're trying to save bombs. That will no longer be necessary. We now have the opportunity to use as many bombs as possible, and I gotta level with you. An early golden bomb, like a golden bomb on the 1st or 2nd floor, it matters more. It matters more than any other golden bomb you'll ever find. Usually resources are scant. It's like finding your first diamond... That was dumb. It's like finding your first diamond nugget in Minecraft. It just hits different. We will fight for this, obviously. Okay. Dude, it's honestly, like, outrageously good. Rune Bag early. Let me remind myself. How do we use Rune Bag? Well, first we should pick it up and get as many charges as possible. Secondly, if you have the opportunity... Almost screwed myself a little on that one. If you have the opportunity to get more Spirit Hearts with an early Yera, oh my god, do you take that and run with it. Immediately. Also, talk about fortuitous. Dry Baby, also pretty good. Abel is like, you know, it exists. That's Abel's wheelhouse, is existence, and it does a darn good job at it. Look at it there in the item bar. Just waiting to knock an enemy into me on a future floor, but that's okay. We take those. Maybe we shouldn't take those, but we take those. Gotta be honest with you, keys are still at enough of a premium that I'm not convinced we even want to go to the shop, even with the golden bomb, until we get a little bit more money. And a little bit more than that. Oh, baby, we can actually take a deal with the devil. Quarter? quarter? No quarter. I can't believe we didn't get hit. Monstro on this tight room is probably like one of the top 5 hardest bosses for this section. Okay, now that we've got real HP, I think we just won. That was very dumb. But I genuinely think we just won the game. The nail is going to make it almost impossible for us to screw this one up. Alright, so now we can talk about other stuff. How's it going, everybody? It's going well with me. Just had a nice day. Fridays are like traveling back in time to 2012, 2013 for me. All I do is record YouTube videos, and then, you know, lately we've been doing the Checkpoint League streaming as well, which is the Super Mario Maker League that Apollo set up. That's a lot of fun and a very low time investment. Plus, I'm 4 wins, 0 losses right now, so really, like, you know, it's kind of been a dream come true. And that we had that all, you know, today. It's been nice. Quarter to Northernlion tries, 3 GeoGuessr episodes, new Golden Goblet episode, 4 episodes of One Step from Eden, and now I'm recording an Isaac episode for you here as the little capstone for the night. Now you might be saying, One Step from Eden, I don't know this yet. You know, it might have left a sour taste in a small percentage of people's mouths. I did end up yeeting the Exit the Gungeon series in order to play more One Step from Eden. I'm going to level with you, because I'm just going to be frank with you. I don't think there's any point in beating around the bush about video games. I like Exit the Gungeon. I would be content to play more Exit the Gungeon, but to be honest with you, the numbers on the series were like looking at the Dow Jones Index in early March, you know? And that's, I hate to say it, but it did basically come down to be like a business decision where I was like, you know, the first episode did fine, and the second episode did like way worse than expected. And I was like, ooh, this is slightly yikesable. Hold on, so we want to keep this, but use Black Rune. We got nothing of value out of that, but that's the price you pay sometimes. And then let's Yera this to try to get even a small advantage I'm willing to roll with. I don't regret it, believe it or not. I guess we should have... No, we didn't have a bomb at that time. Anyway. Very, very rarely, and this is sincere, do I do things like exclusively from a quote-unquote business, which is basically just views, standpoint on the channel. Case in point, you know, GeoGuessr. GeoGuessr has not been... like a view monster. There's a community that loves it and has loved it for 100 episodes. Not to mention, you know, the dozens at least that we made years ago. So GeoGuessr's not going anywhere despite the fact that the views are low. What's the difference? Well, GeoGuessr's more long-term. It's a labor of love. It's 3 videos a week instead of 7 videos a week. And moreover, Episode 6 of GeoGuessr was already performing they're better than Episode 6 of Enter the Gungeon. So, as much as I would like to keep that one going, it was kind of like, it's dead in the water, to be honest. And it was kind of a learning experience for me. Like, I was not having fun. You can hear, I'm pogged out of my brain when I'm playing the game. Is it as good as Enter the Gungeon? No. But, I mean, it's not really a sequel. It's like a... It's a mobile successor, you know? But the audience spoke. And I'm not belaboring the point. I mean, I'm just giving it to you straight up. Really? At 34 rate of fire, you give us a -1 for the tier upgrade? I was hoping for a minimum -6. But yeah, it never feels good, especially because, like, you know, I've been on this kick recently for, I don't know, like a couple of years now, where basically, like, when I start playing something, I'd really like to see it through to the end. But this is one where I was like, the amount of time it's going to take versus the attention it's getting are very low right now. So, it's unfortunate, you know. I always say this, but, like, you know, have mercy in the comments. The thing is, every series is somebody's favorite series. Relative to the other stuff I make, there was a very, very small percentage of people watching, like, EU4, Crusader Kings 2 style content. Even now, like, 5 years after the last time I played it on the channel, I have people that are like, you know, hey, when are you going to bring it back? And I'm like, maybe CK3 for like a bit, but not for very long. Probably. I mean, we're talking about things that are a little ways away, so who knows. But, you know, you might be eating it on this one, but everybody's eating it at some point, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Myself included. Plus, One Step from Eden, amazing game. Absolutely incredible game. Having a lot of fun learning that. My brain is breaking in ways that I didn't know it could be broken. Learning a lot about myself as a human being. I need a... Hold on. Work with me on this one. Deal with the devil. Nope. Should have looked at this to see if it was per throw. It wasn't. So I think I'm okay. We want a speed upgrade and as many tiers upgrade as possible. And maybe cool tier effects if we could swing them as well. Those would... Every single one of those would go a long way. I'll level with you. I think we should yeet runes constantly. I feel like I probably would have had a good chance to get hit on this room. Nah. It's close, but I think... Well, you know what? Let's try it. Because of Hemolacria, I think this might be better. See? I told you we might have taken damage on the last room. Okay. Sometimes, believe it or not... Okay, never mind. I was gonna say it can be the right decision to put yourself in the corner. Run. Well, it's very good. Let's be honest. It's very good at keeping the enemy shots off of us. Not so great when it comes to not getting hit by the enemies with contact damage, but... I'm not fully sold on this thumbtack, by the way, but... I'm also not fully sold on safety scissors. Oh my god. I thought it was worth a shot. It's okay. First off, the run is not even bad. The run is actually set up quite nicely. However... Oh, Thumbtack did some good work there. What we need here is a secret room and a Dagaz. Not a Dagaz, an Onsus. Now we really need a Dagaz, so we can use the Onsus in the first place. You can't triple stamp a double stamp. Name that movie. You're right. Citizen Kane. Director Orson Welles. I was gonna say Orson Orwell. If you've never read 1984, and did I talk about 1984 recently? It's a very good book, okay? One thing I've been trying to construct a joke in my head, and the joke is like, you know, one of society's problems is that people increasingly seem to believe that the real world is fake, but a fiction novel called 1984 is real. It needs some punching up. You can see the spirit of the joke in there. I just wanted to run that by you in case you hear another comedian do that joke. That comedian has stolen my intellectual property. They are a fan of Isaac, which is flattering, but at the same time, just let me think about it for a minute. I can punch this joke up. I don't need you. I can punch it up. What's the deal with George Orwell? I mean, is he... what about George Endwell? This is not a good joke at all. You know what? You can have it. I'm taking my chances here. Let's... Yeah. Get yourself some pills. Well done. Get yourself some pills. Take a look at Magic Mushroom. Or Magic Mushroom XXL, the sequel. I don't really want to Yera an Onsus rune. I do like an Onsus rune, but now's not the right time. If you're speedy, please help me. I walk too slowly. I'd like to move faster. Please give me a speed up. You know that one? Oh, yeah, I know you know that one. There we go. Oh. I'm just a streamer asking for your Prime sub. Did you know you get it for free every month from Amazon? It gets you lots of benefits, 38 exclusive emotes. Just once if I had the chance. I'd like to give you sub shout-outs. Your Twitch Prime is ready. Spend it on your streamer. Don't have to be me. Just don't let it go to waste. Okay, that's we went way too long there. But that's when you record a video late at night. All my conversational reserves are exhausted. Plus, I've been inside for a long time. Yo, now with Hemolacria, we're cruising on that. Yera. You know what? Duplicate this red chest. I got high hopes. Might as well. It's not that bad. I got an idea. Looks a little bit like this. Chariot, and then walk into this stuff. Bombs are key? No thank you. I really do want to buy the coin purse to try to get more tiers upgrades. I thought we did. I thought we did. A health upgrade. What a world. Run, dude! I actually did go outside today. I broke my streak of staying indoors. Today's Friday. The last time I had gone outside was on Saturday. So it had been essentially like a full week. And I did the same thing I did on Saturday. I went to the grocery store, got the heck out of there as soon as possible, and, you know, got the food that my pregnant wife requested. I feel like I'm in, like, Cormac McCarthy's The Road or something like that. Boy, you gotta maintain the social distance. Don't get within 1.99 meters of anybody else. Anyway, you bored of this quarantine plague stuff yet? I mean, come on, 2020. You got what else you got? I ain't afraid. It's the kind of time you should be very careful about what you say in videos, because it could come back on you ironically very quickly. I mean, even still, there's like a lag period to these Isaac episodes of a week. So there have been times like, you know, videos have come out, and I've been talking about COVID-19 for a reasonable length of time. Before, I'm not going to say before. Oh, I thought we could do it. Before most people cared about it is not what I'm going to say. What I'm going to say is before the news was playing it 24/7 because it became the biggest news story of, like, the past 10 years minimum. Help. But yeah, so I've been talking about it for a while, and I think there was like almost like a logarithmic style curve, where at first the videos were like, why is this guy so concerned about this thing that doesn't even seem like it's a big deal at all? So my level of concern was higher than the public's, and then when things really got real, and the backlog showed its age, because I was like, yeah, I don't know, it's probably going to be fine. I don't really think there's going to... I doubt it's not guaranteed to have, like, any consequences, really. And it made me look like a freaking fool. Time made me look like a fool. Okay. Guppy has been happening a lot more recently, and very happy to see it, obviously. This is a gimme run. If you're Guppy, I thank you. Thanks for the flies. I'd also still like to get that speed upgrade. Ugh. It doesn't have to happen so early. However, on the West Coast, it is 8:30. I'd like to spend some time with my wife tonight. I need to play Animal Crossing and sell my turnip stalks. I'll take it. I'll take it. Look, I'll take it. No, keep your money. Your money's no good here. But I will take the demon heart. Realized a lot of the supposed characters I'm workshopping are really just putting on that exact voice and then speaking as if I'm in a bad, like, not even a Netflix fantasy show, but like an Amazon Prime fantasy show. Like, I'm not even in The Witcher. I'm certainly not in Game of Thrones. I'm more at the level of, like, Hercules, the series. Disappointed. How dare you? Medusa, your treachery is known no bounds. So that's about all I got. We could just spend the rest of the video in silence. You might be asking, NL, how's your Animal Crossing island going? It's going well. I've been a little bit. I mean, I've been playing like every night because that's what I like about it. Is it really, honestly, right now, and I think I've made this comparison many times before, so just bear with me. Animal Crossing is kind of like my Pokemon Go. Well, I can't go outside. I was looking forward to the spring to start playing Pokemon Go again, but obviously, you know, things have kind of popped up. Not the pregnancy so much, you know, I can still get out for a walk around now and then. It's more, you know, the pandemic. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, I'm stupid. Hold on. The gauze is nice. We didn't go to our item room or our shop. Okay, so that's like a pretty big whiff. I don't know. Honestly, I kind of like the nail just fine. What's going on in here? They all suck. Teleport me? Yeah, that's not how that works. There is no teleport. There is no teleport. Still going, huh? Pair throw. Now we're done. All right, take me. I'm sorry. That was my mistake. I got lost in the curses and the pandemic talk and the pregnancy and the et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, Animal Crossing has kind of been my surrogate Pokemon Go. It doesn't accomplish the same thing of getting you outside for a walk, but it's still almost like the same gameplay loop in the sense that you're incentivized to like do some tasks. And I will take these for permanent Polaroid invincibility, I think. You're incentivized to do some tasks every day. And at some point, I actually like this game design, and I thought maybe, like, before I interface with these systems, that I would actually dislike it. But I actually like a game that isn't afraid to let you get bored, to be honest. So much of game design is maximalistic. You know, I don't want to say it's predatorily designed to suck up as much time as possible. But to some extent, you know, games can be designed to be addictive. And I think that can be used on a spectrum from, like, benevolent to malevolent, right? Like, mobile games, and this happens on PC too, so I don't want to necessarily demonize mobile developers, but, you know, games that are like, oops, you've used all your energy today, but you're just so very close to earning that next quote-unquote free loot box. You're like, all right, I'll give you $1 so I can play one more round of Scrabble, you know? I look down on that, to be honest with you. But if you know, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a couple of bucks to play a little Scrabble, no big deal. On the other hand, Animal Crossing is kind of like, well, you logged in, you got your fruits, you caught some fish, you found your fossils, time to go to sleep. You know, that's a little bit of a, like, there's, right now on my island, like, I'm not that into the decorating side, mostly because I'm concerned exclusively with the stonk market right now. Not in real life, but in, well, I mean, I guess concern is one way to put it, but in the game, I'm very concerned with the turnip stock market, trying to make sure everything works out okay there. But, ooh, no. If you're not, like, grinding, selling materials and fish and bugs, if you just want to do the content that's, like, readily available on a daily basis, there's, like, 45 to 90 minutes of content a day. And then, honestly, I don't really want that. And then, you kind of got to work at it in order to find new stuff. Like, I know it sounds busted, right? Like, I can only play it for 90 minutes a day. Well, you could time travel if you wanted. For me, like, I'm not going to judge the way anyone plays the game necessarily, but it does feel like kind of a bizarre way to do it. It's like, I want to, you know, when the doctor says 30 minutes of daily exercise, I don't think what they're telling you to do is work out for 3.5 hours on Monday and then take the rest of the week off, right? But I understand you're like, well, I'm getting the whole experience. I'm just saying, I think maybe you're missing the point slightly. Thank you. But I kind of respect that the game almost tells you to go home. I like that about it a lot. Now, there is more you could do. You could always just grind out fish for hours and hours and hours, and I've seen a lot of people doing that, and that's fine. If that's the way... I mean, dude, what am I going to do? I'm going to judge you for playing a video game too much? You would watch the news recently? Dude, there's nothing else to do. Now that people are working from home, they're like, holy crap. I really do only have like 3.5 hours of work on the average work day. I've been playing Animal Crossing from 12 onwards, and the boss ain't even noticed yet. I don't know if that's true. Again, as always, let me mention that I'm pretty much entirely out of touch with the duties of the working world. I just put in my time in the Isaac mines every day, and oh, I've got the Isaac lung pop. That's what happens. It's too many anecdotes. One Isaac video a day over 40 years. All my little lung sacs are getting dried out. But yeah, I've honestly been enjoying it. I've been looking forward to just walking around my little island, picking up garbage and then selling it at a profit. I really like in the Animal Crossing economy. It's like you just win. I know you're like people. I've realized. And if you don't want to play Animal Crossing, oh, what a strange synergy we got here. I love it! People are like, there is risk to the turnip economy. Because if you're not familiar with turnips, basically on Sunday morning, specifically before noon, a young lady comes to your island and sells you turnips for between 50 and 100 bells per turnip. Then, over the course of the week, twice per day, you get a new price to sell them at on your island. So you want to, like, sell as high as possible, or rather, depending on your goals, maybe you just want to, you know, make as quick of a profit as possible and then move on from there. So many people are like, the stock market is risky. It's literally not risky at all. All you have to do is join a Discord, and eventually, because they go bad in 7 days, eventually somebody is going to hit you with a good price. Anyway. This ended way too quickly. I didn't even realize. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Obviously, radio, of course, subscribe if you want to see more of the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. I'm going to get out of here. See ya.